What's good, y'all? It's Wild Mag, and this is the Untamed Truth.
Times hard, lost some folks to COVID, dog, now I'm scarred. All the senseless violence got your boy on guard. Tell your folk you love them, dog, life too short. And I ain't got no space for bullshit. Times hard, lost some folks to COVID, dog, now I'm scarred. All the senseless violence got your boy on guard. Tell your folk you love them, dog, life too short. And I ain't got no space for bullshit. I can see more of us killing us. Be too quick to bust with no nuts. Then you run and duck in the cut, telling us you rough and you tough. But don't bring that heat over here. Don't you see this weed in this world? We don't need police interfere. Have them looking at me like some dirt. I wonder if I should vaccinate. Understand it's a great black debate. One time they did give us syphilis, polio, even AIDS. It's still unrest for the black men in the USA. And I know you flash and you play until it's you they spray. I used to try to be Christian, but they too strange to us. Even tried to be Muslim, but they too dangerous. Both of them enslaved us. Wonder why we lack trust. We too tough and we ain't got no space for bullshit. Times hard, lost some folks to COVID, dog, now I'm
Oh, yeah, indeed, most definitely. Times are hard. Times are too hard for people to keep on playing with their lives and keep on playing with our lives. And y'all gotta understand, man. I know y'all saw in the title. I said, look, slavery or indentured servitude. Now, I don't know whether they just stopped teaching it or people stopped paying attention. Maybe it was the Mandela effect and it just got completely erased out of history. But I do remember indentured servitude, and there were indentured servants over here working along with slaves. Slave meant that you were not getting paid and that you were not going to gain freedom. That's what the slavery was. And people be like, oh, slavery existed all around the world. No, it was indentured servitude that existed all around the world. That was people working for people who were getting paid to work for those people. The slavery that was created by white people, unlike what Candace Owens said, slavery that was created by white people is what we went through, is us not getting paid and us not gaining freedom. Where there were white people over here, indentured servitudes, who did gain freedom. And you know, a lot of those people are the ones who saw us and helped us out. It wasn't the mixed breed like some of the other boule people were trying to say where they society came from. Whatever. Y'all don't even know. Y'all damn selves. I mean, that's all fucked up, man. It's all fucked up. But like I say, you can't say the whole world was in slavery. No, the whole world was under indentured servitude. They went to slavery. And see, they make people believe this stuff. That's just like how they took over Africa and didn't nobody even know it. They divided and conquered that. They did the same thing over here, but I'll talk about that later. Right now, I just want to make sure y'all understand why we have to separate and we can't stay integrated. See, when you integrate, there has to be a people over another people. When you're separate, there is no people over another people. And when you're integrated and there is a people above another people, then the people that's below are gonna stay repressed forever, and the people that's above are gonna stay blessed and rich and wealthy forever. So you got to remember that. That's why we have to have separation. And I did find a couple of videos to back up what I'm saying, so y'all can really dig deep and understand that this has to happen. It has to. Let's get on into it.
But I'm telling you, black people can't afford to operate like the other races. The other races have a community. They have life support to back them. Black people don't have a damn thing. So why in the hell are we operating like the other race? We can't afford it. We don't have the privilege to. We need to reestablish our community first so we can identify those people who are down with us. Because all black people is not down with you. Just because they're the same color, skin color, don't mean they got your best interest at heart. You see it every day. Which is why we need some type of community so we can wall ourselves in and we could create a safe haven for our damn children to grow up in. But nobody want to do that. Everybody want to be an individual because we need it. But I'm telling
Yeah, like you said, because we need it. Everybody can't just be an individual. We need a group, a team effort to make it work.
We're a nation that is run by the Flintstones and the Jetsons, and the Stones are winning. You have to understand that I don't believe a lot of people. For instance, I don't believe a lot of white people are actively racist, but I do believe that the notions of white supremacists, they don't agree with their methods, but they agree with their goal, which is to keep white people in charge. Mm-hmm. And so, if that is the premise, then what incentive, seriously, would there be to make these changes that only destabilize what you know works for you? We're a nation that is run by...
don't nobody ask that question. But you gotta be straight up. If it's gonna destabilize you and take away from what your gains, ain't you gonna just say, well, whatever. I ain't gonna be fully for that. Ain't nobody gonna ever be fully for something that's gonna take away from them. Unless they a truly genuine person of the heart and, they really sincerely care about people. Which you don't find too much of that in today's society. I mean, not even just a little bit. For real.
Because Muhammad Ali said in the 60s, he said, hey man, I think we should have our own state. I don't want to live amongst you motherfuckers. Like, well, why not? You don't want us around. You're segregating everything. But, we don't want to be around you so you can call us niggas, and we're tired of white cops shooting us. We're tired of this pissing contest that these white cops have because they're afraid of black for some fucking reason, because most of this shit is black envy. We're tired of that shit. So what about this? Why don't we just give us what you owe us and we can go on and do our own shit? But no, they don't want that. White folks especially hate autonomous black happiness. They do not like when we are by ourselves doing our own shit. They cannot stand that shit. They don't even like us in a group. Like in Chicago, there used to be a thing, if you were 5 or more black guys on the corner, the police break it up. It's called mob action. It's like, what's going on here? If you're at work and you're a black employee and you're talking to another black employee, the white boss go, hey, what's going on over there? Because Muhammad Ali said in the 60s, he said, hey.
Y'all gotta feel it, man. Y'all gotta feel it. Y'all gotta feel this, man. I got one more. I got one more for y'all. And this one was, a little bit more deep. That's why I saved it for last. But y'all gotta check it out.
I wrote that in 1970. I said you cannot have integrated housing. You cannot have integrated schools.
You still believe that?
The evidence. I always look at the evidence. If Mr. Black and Mr. White live next door to each other, they have the same job, the same income, the same car, the same furniture. Yeah. They both walk out of the house in the morning. Good morning, Mr. Black. Good morning, Mr. White. Yeah. But Mr. White is still looking, but you've got something that I don't have.
You're saying he's saying that subconsciously.
Right. Not consciously. We could go on for 3 hours. Not consciously.
All right.
Okay. I am saying that this behavior is at the subconscious level, and there's a lot of evidence. Yeah. For example, just on Saturday, the New York Times had an article talking about the percentage of people who want a tan. 66%. I have the article if anybody wants to look at it later. 66% of white adults think they look better with a tan. 70% of white adolescents think they look better with a tan. What do white people? Ooh, I look so pale. Now, this is not something that Frances Welsing is putting on people. White females even say their ideal mate is who? Tall, dark, and handsome. I wrote that in 1970. I said...
So y'all y'all, hey, leave it in the comments, man. Y'all know how I feel about it. I want to know how y'all feel about it. So leave it in the comments. Can we integrate and what y'all think about the reparations payment? Because you know they said 40 acres and a mule and everybody wanted money. I think they said 40 acres and a mule for a reason. For one reason is the value of money goes down always. The value of land goes up always. And animals. So just remember that when you hollering about money for reparations. Not only that, once they give you the money and you blow it, then what? You still didn't leave no generational wealth. But anyway, I ain't trying to get into that. What y'all think about that too, man? Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments. And with that being said, I'm going to go on in this episode of the Untamed Truth, where I always bring you the truth.
I hear you. Not for real.
Shout out to my boys, Two of a Kind, my nigga Cleve, my nigga Kevo.
I say roll up all that gas.
Shout out to my nigga Cam for jumping on this motherfucker
too. Smoke it till it's gone and get some more. Damn little mama bad and that's for sure. Yeah, she got that ass and she on. Go. It's time to get some money. We on. Go.
Ain't no point in talking, stay on. Go.
I feel the vibes, a stupid lie. The DJ keep on jamming hits. I'm in the cloud, the smoke is loud, but ain't nobody fanning shit. Keep passing it, roll another match again. Take a shot without the rocks. Grab your girl and start the G. Go. Watch her drop down to the flow. That's a winner, check the votes. Hustle hard like money low. Keep my focus, grab a scope. Ain't no talking, I just show. Oh, you hate me, how you cope? I get paid off what I know. We wide. Everybody turning up, your niggas say we lit as fuck. Can't keep up, that's really tough. Rolling like a charter bus, floating high on cannabis. Another round, who got the crown? We gon' go watch us live it up. I say roll up all that gas, yeah, that good smoke. Smoke it till it's gone and get some more. Damn little mama bad and that's for sure. Yeah, she got that ass and she on. Go. It's time to get some money. We on. Go.
Ain't no point in talking, stay on. We creep up at night, we turn off the lights. We lay down and murder, we shoot them like dice. I'm hearing and rushing, I'm speed through the light. You grab for my gun, I'ma pull out a knife. And all of my niggas, they shut down the building. I'm fucking your bitches, she swallow my children. And all of y'all niggas, y'all know who the religion. Hey bitch bad, cause I don't wanna kiss her. Kiss on her neck and she dripping like water. Giving me brain to a nigga feel smarter. I'm sending them packs and I send it in order. I'm smoking that gas till that shit hit harder. Claiming you rich, got a pocket full of quarters. Open the legend, see take off her bottoms. I'm diving in deep, I ain't talking about water. Want these problems, you know I ain't arguing.
Roll up all that gas, yeah, that good smoke. Smoke it till it's gone and get some more. Damn little mama bad and that's for sure. Yeah, she got that ass and she on. Go. It's time to get some money. We on. Go.
Ain't no point in talking, stay on. Niggas make go when I step through the door. Don't knock a bitch, keep your eyes on yo ho. But I ain't looking for a square hoe. I'm looking for the one that stay on go. Like a green light. If she talking my language, we can't be seen like. Taking pictures with paparazzi, a clean life. Hopping out Lambos like that can G5. Fucking gas on the daily, mama stay high. Smoking out the pound, now I know or 3 fights. You can tell that it's pressure when we walk by. People looking crazy, but we still gon' walk by. Smoking on pressure, got a young nigga dumb high. So stop playing with it. In her Louis purse, number 150s. Niggas say that he got it, but she say that she get it. Stop playing with it. She gon' go and get it.
I say roll up all that gas, yeah, that good smoke. Smoke. Smoke it till it's gone and get some more. Damn little mama bad, and that's for sure. Yeah, she got that ass and she on go. It's time to get some money, we on go. Ain't no point in talking, stay
Give me the light, I'ma turn this blunt on so it can help me turn my pain off. See, I think too much and I can't sleep just to help a nigga turn his brain off. I got big lungs and I'm long with it. I be smoking like a choo-choo train. I put one in the air for the homies ain't here, then I pass it to my dog, give me buku gang. If I'm a piehead, nigga, you another. I be smoking like bone, nigga, boo the lovers. Headed to work, so I wake and bake. Puffing on purple, some grape ape. Smoking like a. Damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Just pulled the hoe and she about to pay. Just told her go and she was on the way. Oh. Roll up that Obama and I smoke. Grab the microphone and then I go. Spit a little game and pull a ho. Get all in her brain and take her dope.
Roll up all that gas, yeah, that good smoke. Smoke it till it's gone and get some more. Damn little mama bad, and that's for sure. Yeah, she got that ass and she on go. It's time to get some money, we on go. Ain't no point in talking, stay on go.
Yo, oh, for sure. You heard them, that's two of a kind, man. Stay on go. You know what I'm talking about? For real, Jack. Check me out. It's your boy, Wild Mag. Peace and blessings to everybody, y'all. Stay safe.